looking up. Namaste. What is it?
When I was telling Scott about that the other night on the EVP, as I was telling it, Jared goes on the EVP. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sounds like a plan. So,
for hire, like this was like something for hire, like it feels like they wanted to get rid of him for some reason.
Said me too.
It's June 5th, 2022, and welcome to the very first podcast episode of the EVP Diaries, brought to you by The Other Side. After collecting thousands of minutes of electronic voice phenomena, EVP, I and my team felt it's time for their voices to be heard by everybody. They want their voices to be heard. Electronic voice phenomena, for those of you who don't know what that is the ability for a disembodied spirit to electromagnetically interact with digital recorders, cell phones even, and what I have even running right now is my SB7 spirit box. And I'm even recording now in case they decide to make comments, which they frequently do while I'm doing stuff they're listening. They're very excited about this adventure into podcast, broadcasting their voice out. So who are they? They are what we refer to as Team AL, or Afterlife. I am with a group of mediums who get together and we work on unsolved or cold cases and try and reach out to the spirits on the other side. And our prime directive and goal is pretty simple. 1, are you at peace? 2, if not, what can we do to help you find peace? And if it's legal, moral, and safe, we go about trying to help achieve whatever the unfinished business is for the disembodied person so that they can find peace and then have the opportunity to cross over. So they are people just like you and I. They just lost their body through misfortune most often. We are together on this side of the veil, trying to communicate with them on their side of the veil. We have in particular, today's very first episode is dedicated to our very first case. We will call her Smiles. The name of this episode is From Broken to Smiles, because Smiles managed to work through the initial trauma of her death and has, through the help of us and spirits on the other side, has helped her work through that to the point now where she has returned to her jubilant self, joking jokester we call her, and smiles because she emanates such a smiling personality now that she keeps us all laughing, and she is smiling. We can see her smiling all the time. So dedicating this episode to her, and I'm going to show you in progression of EVPs how she has managed to progress to a higher version of herself. I first met Smiles in 2013. I came across her story and managed to make contact with her spirit and began communicating with her. Then, as our team of mediums got together, we began communicating with her. And how we did that was through constructing a microphone that I handed to Smiles. And I said, here, talk through this and we can hear you. And that established a connection to us where we were able to clearly hear her communicate with us through various means, through all of our clair senses as a medium and through our electronic devices. Progressively, she's been able to work her way up to better and better skills and even talk to us through directly on the audio of Zoom calls. In fact, we'll stop for a second here and say, Smiles, want to say hi on your first episode? And she may very well have said hi, because you're going to see that in one of the EVPs I'm going to play for you. And she's progressed to be able to talk on a cell phone as if we have a third person on the line and move things in the room. So she's getting stronger, but she heads up Team AL at the moment. And then she takes all future spirits that we want to help out, brings them into her studios that she's built with the microphones and teaches them how to communicate with us, and also provides sort of therapy for them. So before I jump ahead too far, let me present to you the very first EVP that I captured on this digital recorder right here. And just as a whim, I thought, I wonder if I can reach out to Smiles and just let her know that I'm wanting to help her and I want to help her bring her body home. So let me play for you the very first EVP I captured of her, just with a 2-minute recording, not expecting anything. You may have to put earbuds in to hear this one. It's a little bit fainter. So let me bring up this recording, the very first EVP captured of Smiles, and you can hear how distraught she is.
I want to bring your body home.
I'm going to play that one more time for you.
I want to bring your body home.
So heart-wrenching, actually. That EVP haunted me and still does until we bring her home for peace. We are still working with her to help her achieve the list of things she's given us that she wants so she can have peace. But that is how she was in February. At that time, I called on both deceased family and friends, spirit guides, angels, whoever could surround her and give her love and help her understand that she doesn't need to carry the trauma of what happened to her into her next life, that she can let it go. And with that, she caught on. She actually became one of the songs that she frequently shares songs with us. That's a whole nother episode. But Bulletproof is basically her thing, and Smiles. So she has found so many songs with the word smile in it now that she shares. So she went from distraught to what we call jokester. I'm now going to play for you captured EVP on the spirit box where she and one of our team members' deceased brothers, who is also on Team AL, where they're making fun of Lisa and her fear of bugs.
Because you know how I am about bugs, so I don't.
Another one you're probably going to have to put earbuds in. I'm going to play it again, so you might be able to lean in a little bit closer and listen for the voices on the spirit box.
Because you know how I am about bugs, so I don't.
So now we laugh all the time. She's constantly full of funny moments. Here is an EVP from when she and our third case, Jared, were making fun of sounds of a door banging open. That actually made the door open. So you hear the difference from April, from February, where you actually hear her talk on the Zoom audio. Good to see y'all, ladies. Good to see you, Ryan.
Hi. He's in the other room taking a call. All right, to Robert, cut it out.
Lisa, did you just say hi?
Yes, and I told Robert to cut it out.
It was actually
No,
Smiles.
did you
Fresh
high-pitched
Pastor.
voice say hi?
No.
You just did. Did you hear that?
I heard it. I thought it was
It
a
wasn't
cat or
Lisa.
something.
That was so. What she
Oh.
does, she comes over on her Zoom audio. And that's
Yep.
where I'm finding it. I just heard it. Hi. And
Nope, that was not me. And
Yeah.
Oh,
you got to
She-
hear it. Did
she
you hear
said-
it?
No, I did hear it.
No,
I really thought it was Lisa or a cat or something.
Nope. Also, Ryan, when your mom was telling me about the door flying off of the cabinet over there,
not off, open.
well, yeah, but anyway, it came open and hit something. Jared made the EVP noise. He goes, boom.
When I was telling Scott about that the other night on the EVP, as I was telling it, Jared goes on the EVP. When I was telling Scott about that the other night on the EVP, as I was telling it, Jared goes on the EVP.
So that's what sessions have evolved to, a lot of laughing. There is some work involved occasionally when we have a new spirit come in and we have to teach them both how to talk and give them therapy and help them. Lately, we have to pay attention to our Zoom audio too, because now they're starting to talk just on the Zoom recording, break through and have EVPs on the Zoom. Here is, once again, Jokester Smiles making fun of Lisa. Lisa will say, "Oh my gosh," and Smiles will act all surprised and go, "What?"
Oh my gosh.
That was Smiles' voice on the Zoom audio, just as loud as everybody else on there. We gave Smiles that microphone at the very beginning of our communicating with her. From there, the next time we talked to her, she joked and said she had 10 microphones. Next time we talked to her, she had 25. The next time we talked to her, she had 50. The next time we talked to her, she had 3 whole studios with, I think, 80 microphones, I think is what she said. So we're adding a new spirit box to our group, and I'm trying to explain that to Smile so that she can configure one of her microphones, many microphones, to talk to the new spirit box. And this is how she replies.
Cable maintenance.
I need another.
Wow, look at it. It's like lit up full.
I'll play it again. She says,
Cable
"I need
maintenance.
another," like she needs another microphone.
I need another.
Wow, look at it. It's like lit up full.
And then the K2 meter went full blast on that. By the way, this is a K2 meter, which all of us use. For those who don't know what that is, that picks up electromagnetic energy so that when the spirit enters the room and is nearby, it will set off the K2 meter. You'll see an example of that probably in this next video. Oh, we went from microphones, joking about microphones, to then joking about wardrobe. Here's Smiles, where I'm cracking jokes about their wardrobe. But yeah, you know, she had to be sharp, dressed girl. She was on TV, you know, she had to, the progression of laughter, really, really fun times with Team AL, along with the occasional, it gets a little tense at times, dealing with new traumatic circumstances for new spirits. Here, however, is the ultimate in this EVP. This was very recent. Lately, me and Lisa have noticed that when we're talking, we could literally hear Smiles talking in the background. And one time I stopped and I asked Lisa, I said, "Who's in the room with you?" And she said, "Nobody." So this just recently, I decided to, trying to find the right button here. Recently, I decided to see if I could capture on digital recorder. I just turned my digital recorder on while talking to Lisa, and we're negotiating when the next group session will be. So we've agreed on a time, and we're telling Team AL, "Okay, you all be ready." And so she succeeded. I don't know if you noticed, but I think Smiles has dropped in because notice the K2 meter is blinking away. Hi, Smiles. You want to take a second to say hi? So here I'm going to play where Lisa and I actually captured her on a cell phone conversation after announcing the time of our meeting.
Let's do it. 8 p.m., girls. You hear that there, Team AL?
8 o'clock.
Well, very nice. That sounds like a plan. So,
Okay.
Future episodes, we are going to feature other team members. We're going to, you will hear more about Smiles. And once we reach a place where we can reveal even more, we've got to get through some legal hurdles right now. And once we get past the legal hurdles, there will be a lot more episodes about Smiles. She's been our main team leader since we started. Stay tuned for next episode. I love the fact that she's here because you see the K2 meter blinking away right here. That indicates it's picking up RF, and my phone is not anywhere near it. My phone is way over here, so it is not my phone. It is picking up RF energy from Team AL. Smiles. I'll be quiet here for a second. Do you want to say goodbye or see you later or hello or hi? I've been recording my spirit box during this entire episode, so if anything interesting is said on that, I will make sure and add that at the tail end of this video. Again, welcome to the first episode of the EVP Diaries. I hope that wasn't too boring. Not all EVPs are scary. Not all spirits are scary. And our goal is to try and help them be at peace. Scott Degenhardt, your host, with today's guest, Smiles, and looking forward to future episodes, letting the voices be heard of the people that simply lost their body. Have a great week. See you next time.